Sometimes it's just looks. Sometimes it's the weather seeping in through drafts or thermal pass-through. That means you don't have a good insulation barrier and the cold seeps through. You need durable, energy-efficient, beautiful custom-fit windows. Made to K&H specs. They've been doing it for 62 years. K&H Home Solutions. And right now, if you buy windows, I believe he said 6 windows or more, you get free triple pane upgrade. That means instead of the beautiful, wonderful double pane, you get triple pane. That's a lot of pane in the glass. That's a joke, okay? Anyway, K&H Home Solutions. Make your own appointment at khwindows.com. khwindows.com. You can also call for details, 303-421-7100. Of course, they also do siding, like lifetime siding, and they do windows and doors and everything else. khwindows.com.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
Hey everyone, welcome to the
Whole lot of pain in the glass. I like that, bro.
Good.
You're the switcher. Yeah, you switch our cereals for Grainberry cereal. Grainberry?
That's because only Grainberry has a special
got YouTube up.
sorghum, making it rich.
What happened?
Facebook, I don't know. I had to delete Facebook there. I still can't get Facebook.
$1 billion?
What's his name? What's his name? Tucker
Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
I believe that's what I didn't hear.
I'm just saying what the
Totally dig it.
sexually implicit jokes.
From way back.
The yummy department.
That's what I heard anyway.
Lots of flavor.
Newly released recording of Tucker Carlson, third set.
Look for Grainberry cereals with amazing Onyx sorghum.
Joke about having sex with a teenage beauty pageant.
Carrying Grainberry
Carlson.
Grainberry.
I love the art of granite.
207.
Big and small. What I mean by big and small, they are big when it comes to what they do. They are a direct importer of granite, quartz, and other natural stone. They can get you any granite you want on Mitch's wholesale account, and that's all you'll pay is wholesale. He doesn't mark it up, so you can go anywhere. Also, cabinets, you'll get them direct from the manufacturer. You deal with one person, no subcontractors. All those big giant warehouses never do that. Also, he gets you the best prices, and he doesn't lie to you about it, like the big places that tell you you're getting 70 and 80% off. With Mitch, just compare and contrast. What you'll see is beautiful work, wholesale granite, beautiful cabinets direct from the manufacturer, and he will do everything you do in the kitchen and the bathroom free, meaning if you get counters, he'll do a vanity top. If you get cabinets, he'll do a vanity, and he'll tear out and haul away the old kitchen free. Give him a call to start this process, 303-386-5919, 303-386-5919, artofgranite.net, also on my referral list at referralist.com.
Is your credit score preventing you from buying a home? Maybe it's stopping you from financing to a better rate. Hey guys, it's Russ Kaminsky, and I'm here to tell you there is more to mortgage approval than your credit score. So if you've been denied a loan based on credit score alone, well, you called the wrong lender. At American Financing, they offer custom loan programs, down payment assistance, and in-house underwriting, meaning you can expect greater flexibility during the mortgage process. Now, they look at a variety of factors, like your income, your work history, and whether you pay your bills on time. And if you're just shy of getting approved, their credit care team can offer tips on how to improve your credit, getting you one step closer to a customized, competitive rate mortgage, one that's focused on your financial goals. Affordable home ownership is within reach. It just takes a 10-minute call to the salary-based mortgage consultants at American Financing, 303-695-7000, or online at americanfinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Join one of the top franchises in the country for veteran ownership at SteelGemFranchise.com.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio. Then you can hear a libertarian at his best, Ross Kaminsky, tomorrow morning 5 to 10. If Denver's talking about it, you'll hear it on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Hey, lines are full. I'll let you know when the line's open. Love having people here. James, let's talk. Oh, I'm going to get the weather update. Just hang on, Wayne. James, one sec. I'm sorry. Leo, go ahead with your weather update. Leo?
Yeah, hey, Tom. Leo, hey, I just went through Highway 66 between I-25 and 85.
Yep.
There's 3 semis that got blew off by the wind, and it's a whiteout, so nobody can get through there. I think they need to close the highway. I called 911. I told them there's an officer out there from Platteville. and he needs a lot of help. And nobody can get through there. So if you can give him some help, that'd be great.
All right, so let's pinpoint the area.
I-25 and 85, Highway 85. Between them two, nobody can get through there.
And Highway 85, so that would be... Okay, we're talking north. I'm trying to visualize this. We're talking north, right?
Chatfield Longmont.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. We want any reports you can get. James,
yes, sir.
This is a common story, and I know that doesn't make you feel good when I say that. A contractor not showing up.
Yeah, basically, Tom. First, thanks for taking my call, and I got to say, everything I say is based on my experience and my family's experience with these guys. So yeah, it's been a living nightmare, man.
Tell me what's going on. The very first encounter, you called him. Where'd you find him?
We did our research like we do with all contractors, and we've been fortunate. This is like literally the first bad contractor we've had in
Where'd you find
17 years of marriage.
Where'd you find him?
We found him on Google. We found him on Google, and then we found him on Facebook and Yelp, and here local in Colorado Springs.
And I also want you to also look at referralist.com from now on. And I don't fault you for not doing that. We have to do a better job of promoting that in the Springs. And that reminds me, people listening, referralist.com, man, we go out of our way to background check and monitor, not just background check, but monitor and stay on top of these. No one else does that. So what happened? You found the guy, and tell me about the job. What was the scope of work?
So we contracted him for a 520 square foot deck, pretty much the length of the back of our house, and a patio cover.
All right.
And we did it last March, and we were like, all right, hey, let's get this built in September. So they took our money in September, and they're like,
how much money?
They took $13,000 for the 60% down payment.
Now, didn't you think, if you maybe you don't listen to the show, maybe you're just calling for the first time because you need help, and I don't mind that either. Tell everyone they can call us, 303 Martino or the show, and we will help you. But didn't that strike you as a danger to put down 60%?
It did. But the other quotes that we had, everybody had asked for 50% before they'd even start the work or pull the permit. So it wasn't too much of a
That's
stretch.
ridiculous. You know what? I'm not saying people... Listen, my requirement is not that people do not take money up front, but you do it in a certain way. When work begins, when plans are submitted, when custom things are purchased for you and you can verify it, or when you can do a construction escrow account, or you can do a credit card. How did you make this payment?
I did cash. So
Damn. Are you talking... Wait, are you talking greenbacks, or you mean a check?
Like cash, yeah.
Okay.
They give us a discount they give us a military discount.
Did you get a receipt, sir? Did you get a receipt?
I did, yes. I wouldn't let them leave the house without a receipt.
Are you at Fort Carson?
I'm just north of Fort Carson.
No, I mean...
North Colorado Springs.
Are you stationed there?
No, I retired 3 years ago.
Okay. I gave a talk down there to a bunch of guys and gals, soldiers. They have a program, a community program where they train you guys in all kinds of life skills. And we went over this. So, okay, so you put down 13. When was your first sign? And when was that? The money was in when? October?
No, that was in September, 5 September, and with the understanding they were supposed to pull the permit the next day. And
okay, September 5th.
That Friday.
When right. After that, after September 5th, when did you start suspecting problems?
He kept telling us things. The first time we started suspecting it was on the 19th of September. They told us, the material's coming, the dumpster's coming.
All right. Did anything ever show up, James? Let's get right to it.
Yeah, the actual material showed up on the 26th of September, but they didn't start the frame until 18 October.
So how much is done right now?
They got about 70%, but I'll be honest with you. They had 3 inspections, and they all failed. So it's about 70-75%. Me and the wife just ripped off all the decking because we're trying to get somebody else to come out and build it now.
Is the 75% done acceptable, or does some have to be redone?
No, the entire thing's been a nightmare.
I know. I'm asking without exaggeration, how much of it needs to be redone seriously, not exaggerating.
Oh, probably like 90%. Everything except the bare frame. And
come on. Are you saying you got hardly any value here?
Yeah, we might have maybe a couple thousand for the frame.
Oh, no. This is heartbreaking. What about the materials, sir? What about the materials?
It's all warped and damaged. They left it out in the rain and hail for 3 weeks in our front yard. It's all pressure treated. And
well, it shouldn't be damaged.
Well, the thing is, when they put the planking on, they didn't really snap the chalk lines, and all the screws went through the joist on the outside, so they're all like ripped up, shredded.
God.
So they got to be replaced.
All right. So, all right. When's the latest contact with this guy?
The last contact we had with him was, I want to say January, right after New Year's, when we told him, hey, man, you know, you abandoned November 3rd. You're not coming back, obviously, and fixing the breaches. So
what did he say? Let me ask you this. In his mind, and I'm not asking if you agree, but if we call him, will he say, listen, we parted company, but he got his money's worth, at least, or he got more than he paid? Like, will he say that?
No. Well, he might, but here's the thing, Tom. The owner never showed up to the house after I complained about the damage. After I called him out on the material breaches, I said, hey, you need to come look at the damage.
All right.
And he never once showed up. He pulls the permits and has his brother
do all the work. Did you put a bad review up at least?
I did. I waited 7 weeks.
What is his name? What is this guy? What is this contractor's name?
His name is Tom Tellup. Thomas Tellup.
Thomas what?
Tellup. T-E-L-L-U-P. And he lives in Woodland.
Tell up. Yeah. What's the name of the company?
Colorado Springs Deck Builder.
We have to make sure that we know about this because, you know, we're populating our referral list down there, and right. I don't want to come across, well, we would find maybe something in his background. Colorado Springs Deck Builder.
Yep.
What's his phone number?
719-321-1199, and he should be inside today because it's nasty.
Let's let everyone know that he's on the radio, and we're going to get his side of the story. Daphne, 719-321-1199, Colorado Springs Deck Builder, and his name is Thomas Tellup. And then General Grant, you can let him know. Now, General Grant, that just is natural, right, because his name is Grant. But here's the deal. He doesn't outrank Major Mark Major. The general he's general of that board. I got to be correct here. I offend people right and left. I'll even give Joan Sullivan, Captain Joan Sullivan, what the hell, with approval reverse. We got more.
He's good.
This is
good.
1 minute, Revitalize Health 60. 1 minute.
He's 82.
Oh,
yeah.
Quite a bit older than you, huh?
Yeah.
Sponsored by
How much was insurance?
So we just celebrated 29 years.
So he's in his
80s. Yeah. So he's going to get a cortisone shot tomorrow. I tried to get him over to
I'm
St.
11 years. No, cortisone is not going to help him.
No, I know it isn't, Tom.
He's stubborn. Who's got the stronger voice? Because in my family, it's Stephanie. I like to say we're even, but we're not. I mean, if she puts her foot down, I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, I got him over for they actually said that he was a fair candidate for the PRP or stem cell.
So, wait, what?
At Farmers Insurance, we know the
I know.
perfect hot air balloon.
Oh, yeah. Thomas Tellup, Colorado Springs Deck Builder, 719-321-1199. About this guy. Ask him about this job. We want to let him have his say. You know, I talk about defying age, not in a natural way. In fact, in a very natural way. Like, for example, if you lose your hormones, you replenish them and you optimize them. It just stands to reason, right? I mean, if you get hungry, you eat again. Why would you let your hormones just go away? Testosterone, estrogen, thyroid. If you're over 30, you got to start thinking about it. I know, yeah. Well, we got thehormonebros.com. Thehormonebros.com. 3 brothers who have a clinic out at 470 in Ken Carroll that do hormone optimization. They also do Juvederm. They do microneedling. They stimulate your own collagen to help your face get fuller, plumper, in a natural way. They have all kinds of things going on to defy age, revitalize health, otherwise known as the Hormone Bros. I gave them that name. Thehormonebros.com, 720-361-2302, 720-361-2302.
Our 2019 iHeartRadio Music Award. Alicia Keys, Ariana Grande, Garth Brooks.
watch and see who wins at our iHeartRadio Music Awards tomorrow night at 7 on Fox 31.
They say nobody will hand you your dreams. Well, now that Taco Bell delivers through Grubhub, you can get your dreams handed right to you. Tacos, Crunchwrap, chalupas, delivered straight to your door. Taco Bell delivers. It's your taco dream, delivered by Grubhub.
Cracker Jack mud jacking is the place I recommend for mud jacking. You may hear that term and not even know what it means. What it means is they lift concrete to repair it. There are voids underneath concrete that cause all of the problems. All of them are caused by that. If it's poured correctly, the rest of it is the void underneath. Okay, so Cracker Jack mud jacking. Just remember the name. They've done 60,000 repairs instead of replacement. No job too big or too small. 303-410-7787. 303-410-7787. Okay, you're thinking about mud jacking? Think about Cracker Jack mud jacking.com. 303-410-7787.
Chase Elliott here letting you know that when you spend $25 an app this month, you get a free Chase Elliott Racing hat. Need a set of brakes? How about a new battery? Both are half working. Replacing an air filter, then half.
The Colorado Springs Deck Builder has pretty good reviews.
That works too. Go get your free Chase Elliott app today. Quality parts, helpful people, free.
Almost 5-star.
Napa know-how.
20 reviews in Google.
I'm Tom Martino for Ideal Home Loans for your next Ideal Home Loan, because Ideal wants to make sure if they do a refinance for you, they put you in a better position than you were in before. And being in a better position than you were before means you have a shorter term or a lower rate or both, or that you maybe consolidated some debt and then they can tell you how to pay off that portion of the principal faster. They also have credit optimization where they can help you tweak your credit. It just takes a few hours to get you even better pricing, or they have the rate guarantee. So if rates go down even further, they will refinance you free of charge over the next 2 years. Give them a call, 303-867-7000, whether you are refinancing or buying, and check out their pre-approval. If you're buying, it's like a cash offer. Yes, you're already approved, not pre-qualified, approved. All you need is the appraisal. 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com. They're also on my referral list at referrallist.com.
Denver's talk station, online at khow.com.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive little blue pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to 4hims.com/ship. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? You don't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment.
Did Pro Auto say how long? Would they say how long they think they would have been slashed or whatever? They say if they could look at.
Are we on audio?
Yes.
Has to, and that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/ship. That's 4hims.com/ship for your first month for just $5. 4hims.com/ship.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines a prescription is appropriate. See website for full details.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Daphne.
I have a couple of updates.
Okay. Do you have one on this contractor?
Yes, I did leave a message for the gentleman for Thomas, but he was not available.
Thomas Tellup, Colorado Springs deck builder, surprisingly has some pretty good reviews, right, Dano? Deputy Dano?
Right, yeah, almost 5-star.
Really? That's odd. Even if you try to trick the system, if you're a bad enough guy, it shows up. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't believe completely in the rating system, but then I also believe James. James says he paid Thomas Tellup, Colorado Springs deck builder, back in September of 2018. They started framing October, and there's nothing wrong with that, even though he thought it should be sooner. Here's the bottom line. 75% done for 60% down would be balance, and he could finish it. But he's saying the 75% that was completed almost all of that has to be redone. I'd like to get an opinion on that. Now, Major Mark Major has some contacts he's in contact with down there in the Springs, and we'd like to have somebody look at it. We left a message for Telep and Colorado Springs Deck Builder at 719-321-1199. James, I need you to leave your information, and we need, what part of you said not far from Fort Carson. We need to send someone over to look at it. I just want to make sure you're not exaggerating.
Well, I'm not. The thing is, they breached because he breached the contract 3 times. He used the wrong material, and then they took a snow shovel to the TimberTech decking.
Well, here's all that matters. Here's all that matters. Whatever is there now, the percentage of completion and the condition. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what led up to this, because if you got, let's say, I just want to know, and I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying anything. I just need to know. If you got $13,000 worth of work, we're going to call it good. If you got $10,000 worth of work, you know what to go after. We need to know what to go after. If you are 5, 10, 15, whatever you are behind the 8 ball, you need to initiate a small claim suit immediately, and then we need to go after them too. But we'll help you. But we need to get some eyes on it. And we have some people in the Springs we can have inspected.
Okay, we stood up a Facebook page too. It's in your on your Facebook Messenger. You guys can check that out.
Excellent.
It's got all of our pictures.
Thank you very much. Get that information, Daff, and then remind me. What we'll do is have Mark find someone down on our referral list in Colorado Springs to look at it. Hi, Sharon. What's going on? What's on your mind, Sharon?
Well, on February the 21st, we bought a brand new car.
Yeah. What kind?
It's a Dodge Grand Caravan.
Okay.
It's in good condition. We're happy with the car. We were happy with the sales.
Is it brand new?
Brand new. But when we went into finance, where you have to sign all these papers.
And when was the date?
February 21st.
Okay. And when you went to sign it, what happened?
Well, the guy that had to sign all these papers, he kind of goes over things quickly.
Yeah.
And then he hands you these papers and tells you to sign them. Well, I figured, I'll take them home and read them.
Well, you don't read them after you sign them, but go ahead.
Well, we've been there a couple hours and we're in our 70s.
I know. Listen, you're not the only one. A lot of people do it, so go ahead.
So anyway, I went home and read them, and I got to thinking about some of these extra things they have you sign. Not for the car itself, but the extra stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Right. So one of them was a vehicle theft assistance. And we paid $499, and I didn't realize. Yeah,
they put I bet you they put Credit Life and all kinds of crap on it.
Well, what it is if your car is stolen, which is very unlikely.
Is it like a tattoo on the windshield or something?
Probably.
Listen, it doesn't matter. How much did you pay for it?
$499.
Most of that stuff you can undo. So $499. What other crap did they load on you?
Hazard tire and wheel protection.
Oh, that's such crap.
And paintless dent repair.
What do you mean paintless dent repair? How much did you pay for hazard tire? Roughly.
It was a little over $100.
And what did you pay for? What is paintless dent repair? Why would you pay for that now?
If you get a dent, they will pop it out. They won't replace any paint.
How much is it?
It was $101.
Okay, what else?
Appearance protection.
Oh, my God. What's that?
That was $131. Well, the thing of it is, I went back in there the next day.
What's the name of this dealer?
Was it Prestige?
No, it was, I hate to say it because I'm happy with everything.
Who?
Larry Miller Dodge.
Larry Miller Dodge. You should have gone to Colorado Springs Dodge.
Well, this was closer to where we lived in my...
Yeah, but you don't buy a major deal based on where you live.
So anyway, I went to them the next day. And I told him, because I thought, I've got 3 days.
No, you don't.
We're from Minnesota, and we had it up there.
No, you don't either. But, okay, you have certain rights to rescind under certain conditions in this country, but there's not an automatic 3-day right to rescind. So you don't have a 3-day right to rescind, and even if you went back the next day, you don't. So just let's not even start out on the false premise.
Okay, well, anyhow, I went back to him the next day, and he said, this Total Care Auto, which is the vehicle theft assistance, which I paid the most for. he said, well, I said, I don't need that. I said, our cars...
Listen, here's the bottom line. If you don't want it, they should be able to take that stuff off.
Well, that's what I said. And he said, well, the rest of the stuff, if you come back in a month and you still don't want it, we'll take it off. But he said that one is not negotiable.
No. What do you mean not negotiable?
He said it's not negotiable. He said it's on all of our cars we sell.
Well, okay. Larry Miller Dodge says you can't buy a car down there without buying a $500 package. Okay, Daff, I want to call Larry Miller Dodge, and I want to talk to those morons, if that's what he said. Who is the guy that told you that?
J Macadw. But then
wait. Just J what?
MCADOW.
McDowell.
J. His first name is J.
J. McDowell, right?
I guess ADOW. MCADOW.
J. McDowell. I don't know. Here's what we're going to do.
Let me tell you this.
I'm just going to call him moron. Yeah, go ahead.
The bottom line of this contract says the purchase of the vehicle protection product covered under this limited warranty is not required to purchase, lease, or to obtain financing for a motor vehicle. And yet he told me it was.
Okay, we're going to give them a call at Larry Miller Dodge Ripoff in Colorado Springs because...
it's not Colorado Springs, it's Denver.
Oh, Denver, Larry Miller Dodge. Oh, why did I think... I don't know why I thought it was this... I'm sorry, dear. Larry Miller, that's even better. That's why I said Colorado Springs. Okay, listen.
The one on Havana.
Larry Miller Dodge, morons, Havana. Let's call Larry Miller Dodge. Also, I would like to give him right now what I'd like to do is give him a call. But maybe we give, if Major Mark Major can call around, if he's home, he should be able to unless he's out shoveling. But here's the deal. I need someone to really get to the bottom of this. Listen, they're lucky enough you bought the damn car. They should take all of that extra crap off. All of it. All of it. If you don't want it, you shouldn't have to have it. Oh, yeah, you were wrong in agreeing to it, but this is what I call, just clubbing people over the head, knocking their heads off. We're going to work on this. What were you going to say, Deputy Dan?
Well, Prestige did that, out of Longmont, did that with that extended warranty.
Oh, Prestige is the most rotten, disgusting people. Listen, we have certain dealers, we'll tell you right off the bat. Now, I will say, I don't recall getting a lot of complaints about Larry Miller. Do you? Anybody?
No, and usually they take care of them.
Let's see. Larry Miller Dodge. I want him to take all this off. This is ridiculous. That's $499, $599, $699, $799, $8. It's like $820.
That's the mop and glow.
I mean, yeah, mop and glow. Really.
When they start adding all that extra, I'll see if I got their number.
1 minute, Icon Eye Care 30 spot.
Several closures to tell you about southbound I-25 closed between Rock and the Palmer Divide because of multiple crashes on that stretch. I-70 closed in both directions between the east end of the metro area at Air Park Road and Lyman because of adverse conditions. Northbound I-25 and both directions of Highway 287 closed between Wellington and the Wyoming border. And I-76 now closed between Highway 85 and the Nebraska border. An accident on eastbound Pena approaching Tower has traffic back up to 56th Avenue. Also a crash on southbound Parker just past Camden. Your forecast.
20 seconds.
Honey, I have a spot in 20 seconds. Can you hold on?
Overnight tonight. It's 32 right now in Denver. With your traffic and weather,
Oh my God, you shouldn't have, sweetheart.
At Farmers Insurance, we know.
No, honey, you really shouldn't. You shouldn't be.
And a less than perfect.
All right. Okay. Honey, I want you to go home. I want you to turn around.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchange and affiliates. Products not available in every state.
All right. Bye, honey. Bye. God damn. Stephanie actually tried to go to Bible study. Now she turned around to go home. Didn't they cancel Bible study?
Dozens of other topics.
I told her to, but she said she didn't
get overwhelmed at school.
She could be responsible for really hurting people.
Perfect for you. And listening is always free. Even if you want to download them to your phones, you can listen offline, like on a plane. Everyone's discovering podcasts on the iHeartRadio app, so make us your podcast player.
Icon Eye Care for all your eye care. I can tell you a personal story about someone I love. Went there for a clear lens exchange, and they found a problem with the eye that saved her eyesight. It's not just clear lens exchange, where you never need glasses, never get cataracts. It's not just contacts, not contact. I mean, LASIK. They do all of that, of course, but they're also experts at eyes. Icon Eye Care. Trust to no one else your eyes. IconEyeCare.com.
How can a fully stocked restroom improve your image? How can serviced fire extinguishers or a first aid cabinet make your employees more prepared? How can comfortable work apparel make your business more productive? For over 1 million customers, the answer is simple. Cintas. Cintas delivers everything you need to open your doors with confidence. Because helping keep businesses well-equipped, clean, and looking their best, that's our business. Oh, I'm ready! Get Cintas and get ready for...
I've known George Donaldson for many, many years, the owner of Fix It 24/7, and I can stand behind this company. They're good people. You know, I talk about specials now and then and the $39 people. You can call them for any of that. But you won't find better people for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains that have your best interests at heart and are good, honest, ethical people. Listen, no one's perfect, but they come close. And that is Fix It 24/7, 720-526-3939.
It's McAdowell.
You keep your yard so nice.
His name. And I leave a message.
I'm not taking the elevator.
No, the flicker.
I'm not going to take you. I'm not kidding. I'll help you carry stuff down if you want. I'm not.
Oh no, I don't mind going down. I don't mind the steps. No, I say that flickering there.
No.
Yeah, it's a little.
It went like this. Boom for me. How much time do I have? I really need to leave. Oh, well, I can't leave. I can't. There's no way if I don't get back in time. Shit.
It's going to be a quick turnaround to the top of the hour, so it'll only be a couple minutes.
God, he's good.
I love him.
He really is good.
So, no, our old. I didn't even know what a board operator did because he would just sit down there and play video games the whole time. Or other guy.
But this guy is just right on top of it.
He is.
Yeah.
His music, he switches up his music. He plays stuff that, like the Christmas song, Snows Out and everything.
Oh, yeah.
He does that. Where
Other treatment programs.
He's asleep at the wheel.
No one knows what to do about addiction right off the bat.
He sat playing video games
Is a drug addict.
and watching sports.
That's what I did. Yeah, last time I was here, I was watching TV.
Yeah, I didn't, like I say, I do, seriously. Because he was always a board guy. I didn't know what board ops do.
Yeah.
This guy is
Got somebody now professional about it.
Oh, he's very professional. That's a great term for him. Very professional
The
guy.
feds continue to raise short-term rates, like auto loans,
Our
credit
guy
cards.
was such
But
a-
many of our clients are paying off their credit cards before rates increase
He
again.
didn't give a
Others are
shit
doing
about
much
that.
needed home improvements, like new carpet, kitchens, finishing basements, etc. And then some.
And I think he was
putting
bored,
money away
but that's
for that
because he
rainy
didn't.
day.
He didn't do anything. He
Right.
didn't stay with his job.
720-895-0500. Have
He
you
went to
heard?
some weather
There are
channel or
loans
something.
specifically available for those self-employed, for those without W-2s. You now have options. Take AIM, 720-895-0500. Your locally owned and trusted mortgage broker since 2001, where we specialize in you, the customer. 720-895-0500.
I've had so many showings of
That's
this condo.
720-895-0500.
So I see one in here, but I can't get in because it takes a password.
No, I got one. I'll go.
Did you bring the kids there last night?
Yeah.
Because they like it, don't they?
Oh, my kids love.
They're like, Dad, why are you getting rid of this?
They love hanging. They love their bedrooms. They love the swimming
views.
pool, the workout. No, I love everything. I just don't, I don't want to talk a lot right now, but
Years or less, way cheaper than getting a mouthful of veneers. Aurora,
You know,
orthodontics, and TMJ.
our home
303
It's not set up for kids to this stuff. It really isn't. It's an older.
So is this the one that she has?
Yeah. So we live there, but
Yeah.
with the kids, I take them so they can unwind, and then I straighten up after them at the end. But then we want something that would be our Denver base in the future. We have 2 houses. And that one she's in now wouldn't be. And this one, what's going to be, but I think I'm going to get something in between.
Yeah.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. My prayers are with all of you out on the roads. Seriously. And don't go out if you don't have to. The weather reports got it right. They got it right. Now, let's talk to Nathaniel. Nathaniel, welcome. You have the weather update.
Yeah, so
it's really low visibility out here. Sometimes, you can't see past your hood, especially as you go further north. And then the slush on the roads is turned into ice. So it's not the slickest roads that I've seen, but it's really bad visibility.
Yeah. It's bad visibility. Also, you have to watch out for other drivers. We have a lot of new people here. I'm not saying, everybody is a bad driver, but it seems like everybody I run into is. Everyone around me. I don't know what it is. But I will tell you, with four-wheel drives and SUVs, these people are the most dangerous. I don't know why they think they're invincible. Look, I have a big SUV, heavy SUV, but I drive just conservatively. Nathaniel, are there a lot of cars on the road?
It's pretty light traffic for this time of day, but it's a surprising number. You'd think more people would be staying home.
Where are you?
I'm on Austin Bluffs.
Where is that?
Colorado Springs. It's the north-ish Colorado Springs.
Okay. On what road? Is that the road?
Yeah, Austin Bluffs.
Okay. Okay. Nathaniel, thank you. Now, I want to say something. I don't want to make people mad, but I have to say it because it's an observation I made. There's more of a chance of seeing a jerk behind the wheel in a certain truck that I've seen, and that's a Dodge Ram. Now, if you're driving a Dodge Ram, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about the majority of Dodge. It's almost like if I see an idiot, they challenge people, they tailgate, they are aggressive. There must be something about the Dodge Ram that attracts jerks. I'm not saying everybody who owns one is a jerk. Let's just get that right from the start.
Yeah, because I do.
A Dodge Ram truck? That's the old one. That real old one that I borrowed?
Yeah,
I love that. But that's the old friendly one. I'm talking about those new big rounded, you know what I mean. Yeah. Mark, what's going on, Mark?
Hey, I don't even know that there's necessarily any recourse, but recently I was hired at a hotel in Greeley, Colorado, and their kitchen was just basically probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in 16 years of industry experience. So I immediately kind of started correcting matters, and we're talking about stuff that's a month out of date.
Yeah.
And I had the kitchen supervisor arguing with me about whether or not chicken was good for a month.
In the refrigerator or frozen?
In the refrigerator.
All right, hold on. I want to come back to you, Mark. I want to give you more time. I'm Tom Martino with Joan Sullivan from Approval Reverse Mortgage. We got a lot more show to go. You stick around.
Me too.
Without having to repay a loan. It is possible with a reverse mortgage from American Financing. For homeowners 62 years and older, you can live a stress-free, mortgage-free retirement without losing ownership of your home. You just have to keep up with property taxes and homeowners insurance. It's a solution worth considering, especially if you want to postpone using your retirement savings or touching your Social Security, or if you want to remain in your current home for years to come. At American Financing, their mortgage consultants are salary-based, so conversations are simple, straightforward, and honest. Let them answer your questions and help you identify the right financial solution for your retirement needs. Call them today, 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
Hey, what's happening, dude?
Snowpocalypse. Are you guys going home early?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably leave in about 45 minutes, so I'm just checking on some stuff.
Jaw alignment, help you with TMJ. Stop sleep apnea with natural means in 2 years or less. Way cheaper than getting a mouthful of veneers. Aurora Orthodontics and TMJ, 303-690-0100. 303-690-0100.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. It's Russ Kaminsky Mornings. Sean Hannity at 1. KHOW, Denver.
More prison time for the president's former campaign chair. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. Paul Manafort sentenced again on charges related to past business dealings, this time in Washington, where Fox's Rachel Sutherland is live.
Lisa, D.C. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson sentenced Manafort to an additional 3.5 years, on top of a 4-year sentence handed down last week in Virginia. Defense attorney Kevin Downing is disappointed and said Judge Jackson was incredibly hostile to Manafort.
Exhibited a level of callousness that I've not seen in a white-collar case in over 15 years of prosecution.
Judge Jackson could have given him 10 years. Manafort, who turns 70 next month, apologized and asked for leniency, saying he knows everything. The prosecution asked for a harsh punishment, arguing Manafort has no moral purpose. In the meantime, racial prosecutors aren't finished with Manafort yet. A grand jury in New York City charging him with multiple counts, including mortgage fraud, falsifying business records. Southwest Airlines says it will make up for the fare difference with passengers who don't want to fly on Boeing MAX jets. This as more countries ban airplanes from airspace over recent crashes.
Yeah, that Howard Johnson stuff, there was a few Yelp reviews like that on there.
Okay, this is important, man. This is a good follow-up.
Oh, see, I think we should do a...
It's been crazy. Do you want a cup of coffee? Joan would like one.
No.
Okay, I did talk to the PIO at Wheat Ridge.
What did they say?
She said she took both of their names and numbers. She is going to call them and figure out what's going on. But she said it's going to be a couple of days because they're handling all the traffic right now.
Well, that's wonderful. I want you or someone to remind me the slug will be Wheat Ridge Hojo. That's the slug. This is an official story. I want you to start a folder.
I have a call in.
Start a folder. What's the other official story we have? Oh, the boy. We call that
boy.
Santiago.
Yeah, Santiago. My sweet little, and she is the sweetest.
I think maybe we hit that again tomorrow because of the weather.
All right, I'm going to go get coffee. I'll be right back.
I could put it up anytime. I'm good now, but it's not going to be on Facebook. Facebook still ain't. It's not connected. Okay.
Everybody's mind is on the weather right now.
You need to try Noxitril, the all-natural male
Did you see those pictures of this little boy?
No.
Here, I'll show you.
Try to imagine Viagra on steroids. Noxitril is so powerful, that's why it took years for it to finally become available to the public without a prescription. So call now and take advantage of our special Noxitril free bottle offer today. Oh yeah, we recommend that you use the Noxitril dose as directed. Think of your partner. We certainly don't want you to overperform in the bedroom.
Call now and find out how to get a free bottle of Noxitril while supplies last. Call 1-800-993-0840. Free bottles for a limited time, so call now. 800
I'll find him, Joey. Sorry.
It's
all right. He's a cute little boy.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance. We are farmers.
You felt, here it is. So here's before.
Today, with temperatures falling to 28 this afternoon. Tonight, snow ends with a low of 25. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and a high of 34.
Cute little boy, right?
Sunday, with a high of 43.
And he was
At
after
Farmers
fell down
Insurance,
the
we know
stairs.
the sound of a perfect hot air balloon landing. And a less than perfect one. Secret Dr. Farmers. We are farmers.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchange and affiliates. Products not available in every state.
The dead of winter. Not only
He actually fractured his skull.
but your nights can be
And he's
especially
bleeding out the
and your
ear.
mornings dreary that the IRS
And
is
he
on
fell
your
down.
case. I'm consumer advocate Tom Archie. You owe back taxes been
Right.
since you filed
Well,
a
like
basic
say,
audit.
he's
Get
partial
help
paralyzed.
from my
Hopefully,
friends
he'll
at
come out of
Larson
it.
Tax Relief. Shed your
But-
winter blues.
So,
With Ron and Jack Larson and their
and this is
team
a
of
really
licensed
good story.
tax
Well,
experts. They'll go
I shouldn't.
to you
No,
and
I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, it's just a tragic story, but
Right.
Larson Tax Relief are the experts I endorse on my
just wanna show
referral
you
at
the stairs.
referralist.com. They understand life and taxes don't always fit together perfectly, so they won't judge you. Get relief, Larson Tax Relief, and put your tax
So
problem
this is what the,
behind you once
so,
and for all.
okay, this is, so he fell through, he was holding on this rail is shaky, and he fell through there. So here, they don't even have two rails on it, and they don't have any balusters through there. And he fell down right on his head, right through there. I mean, but like I say, he's such a cute little boy. And look at him, he was bleeding out the ear, and they wanted to still, so they wouldn't look at the department, they still wanted to charge him, they wanted $2,000 to charge him $54 a day. You know, it's just, it's a crazy.
yeah, that stare is dangerous.
Oh, geez.
up to 25% off our most popular flooring. About 1% of Americans carry a
Hopefully it's temporary, but he did fracture a skull.
That number's more like 75%.
Concussion like that.
Households pay an average of $1,200 a year in credit card interest. That is an astounding number. Thankfully, your untapped home equity is an easy way out.
Barely even reach the rail.
Right. And so like I said, they're supposed to, be so close together, balusters, but that doesn't even have a rail on one side. And the other ones, anybody could have slipped through that.
Guide you through the mortgage refinance process and never charge upfront fees, unlike other lenders who charge $5,000.
And all she wanted was your deposit.
Start now and learn how you can save
That's all she wanted.
$1,000 a year, and you may be able to postpone up to 2 months of mortgage payments. Call 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or apply online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 1823334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Looking for auto repairs? Let's talk about Sheridan Auto Tech and Kevin Coffey, the owner. Sheridan Auto Tech, I'm proud to send you there for auto repairs. He gives you personalized service, caring and understanding when it comes to the economy of it all. They value you, and they will combine value with quality. That's Sheridan Auto Tech, 303-455-7242, 455-7242. 2 locations, Lakewood and Aurora. Sheridan Auto Tech, 303-455-7242, and on my referral list at referrallist.com.
Greenberry.
Kids are giving their parents the business when it comes to cereal.
Mom, Dad, we need to talk. Okay. Our cereals have way too much sugar.
The elevator, thank you.
Is it shaky?
Well, when it flickers, it just kind of.
No way.
Okay,
I'm taking the stairs.
Well, I couldn't because I didn't want to be breathless.
No.
Did it flicker inside?
Yes.
Mine did. Mine went like that. I
said maybe we should bring food.
At least beer, go down to the liquor level and grab some.
Get the fridge.
Did you know that deactivating Facebook for 4 weeks leaves people happier? But there's a drawback. What pulling the plug does for your mind. Join me at 6.
Krista Kafer on 630 KL. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the
Troubleshooter.
Help me if you
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. That means I'm a consumer advocate who fights for you. Unless you're hurting people, then I fight against you. I am not a journalist in the conventional sense where they like to believe they are objective. That's objectivity is BS. No one is objective at all. Now, they say they are, but by what they leave out and how they edit and how they do things, I let people know where I stand. But I will say this, I truly am objective, really objective and non-biased when I am collecting data and information. Then I take a stand. It's that easy. I collect information, take a stand, and then I go out to pursue the rest of the story. My stand may change based on what I find. That's just the way it is. For example, real media, what they call the news media, doesn't do that. They just tell you they do. They tell you that they are objective. I remember one time Channel 4 sent me out to Mission Viejo to find pissed off homeowners because the basements were heaving all over that joint. I'm a consumer reporter. And the thousands of dollars it's going to cost. And somebody called up, and then somebody got in touch with us some other way. I don't believe we had email. We may have. But it was a long time ago. And I remember the Simon editor saying, I want you to go down there, Tom. This is a great story. Here's the name of a homeowner. There's a lot of pissed off homeowners. So I went to Mission Viejo with my photographer, and we were looking around. And I went to the one that sourced us, and he was pissed off. What he was pissed off about is that he wasn't moving. He was pissed because he thought he should get repairs, but nothing was wrong. And all his neighbors were. So I went to his neighbors, and the people thought that the builder was wonderful because not only were they moving their stuff, putting them up in temporary housing and fixing the problem, they were giving them a daily allowance. They were wonderful, and there were no pissed off homeowners. Do you know what Channel 4 did? They didn't want to run the story. They said that's not a story. You see, so was that objective? No, it was not. Because had they found the problem, they would have published it. But if there's no problem, you never know that. So they can give a slant based on what they cover. Listen, I've been in TV. I was in TV news for 32 years. No, actually more than that. 32 in Denver. So I'm telling you, I was there at the assignment meetings, and you know damn well, if you're listening and you're a reporter, you know damn well what I'm talking about. In the assignment, the assignments and non-assignments, right there is a little bias on what you cover and what you don't cover. And then there are some days you have themes, or we used to, like, a summer of violence, or, a summer of hope, and all different kinds of things. And you want stories to fit the theme. It's so insidious. It's terrible the way they do this. It's okay. Let me give you another one. They will do stings, but you never really know how that sting turns out unless it's bad. Channel 7 years ago tried to do a sting on me. It was under the guise that this guy wanted to be on the referral list. And he's a guy that I had done, I skewered on the air because he was a terrible mover. He gets me in a room, and he has a bag of cash. And I says, I don't want you on my referral list. You're not going to be on my referral list. And it was really crazy because I drove away from that meeting. And he calls me up and says, I felt so bad. I said, about what? He says, about doing that. I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, these guys from Channel 7 had hidden cameras in there, and they're trying to sting. I said, oh, great. Then they know I'm not going to be bought, right? Except they wouldn't report that. So I went and confronted them, and I put the story on the air on Fox about how stupid this was. And you had these so-called journalists. He had a hidden camera that we planted. When they were talking to him, it was a double whammy. And you see John Ferrugia's face, Mr. Capital J journalist. I don't really have anything against John except this one thing. He's up in this guy's face saying, damn well Martino's crooked and he just wants money and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it was a wonderful time. And that's what so-called unbiased journalists do. They don't like me. You know why? Because I don't pretend to be one of them. And never mind. Probably for other reasons. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Michelle has a weather update. What's going on, Michelle?
Well, I was just calling you. I was laughing over your four-wheel drive comments. I was coming out of Colorado Springs, and I'm going to tell you that was crazy coming up that pass.
Oh.
There was semis that didn't have chains on. I don't know how they got on there because they literally just couldn't make it up.
Am I true about these guys that think they're invincible in these SUVs?
Yes, and so there was I saw 5 accidents. Of all of them, there was trucks that were the four-wheel drives up over medians and down in ditches because they're just flying. And then, I don't know who caused what, but every single one of the accidents had the four-wheel drive big trucks down off the side or spinning out in the middle. So speed is speed. It does not matter what you're driving.
That is true. That is true.
So, yeah, I finally made it up here into the Denver Tech Center, and south, meaning of Monument, and oh my gosh, down there, it is white out, crazy conditions. I know that the south got closed, but the north was still going. But now up here, it's just that huge amount of slush that when people change lanes, they're not understanding that they're splashing over or they're losing control of their cars because they are going through mounds of that heavy, wet snow.
All right. I appreciate that, Michelle. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And
have a good day.
Watch out for Dodge Rams. Everyone has newer Dodge Rams. Everyone can be a jerk. Let's face it. All kinds of people, all kinds of cars, all kinds of whatever. But I see a higher percentage of jerks driving Dodge Ram trucks. And the bigger and badder they are, the more jerk they are. 303-713-8255. Now, this DoubleTree cook, Mark, he called in and said, I got a job there in Greeley, and my God, it was unbelievable. So you tried to clean up the place, and what happened? Were you fired?
Essentially, yeah. It was a negative experience for me correcting all these issues, and I have photos to
You know what? There are people really. There are a lot of bosses and middle managers that don't want people like you, Mark. They just want you to fit in and shut up, and they don't want things done necessarily correctly. Now, even if you're right, sometimes it can be a pain in the ass to have somebody like that around, but it's good to have that around. I have.
Well, I mean, if I can just speak up, though, I mean, this is a matter of, like, public health, though. We're talking about food that's 6 weeks out of date, and they're serving it.
No,
you know?
you're right. You're right. That's a lot different than, sir, you did not do this per the manual. I know. You're talking about public health. Did you report this to the health department?
I'd like to, yeah. And here's the deal. I signed non-disclosure agreements when I signed up, but it was a bizarre experience. I mean, it started out with, me being onboarded as just a
Sir,
or whatever.
Are you talking about a non-disclosure or non-compete?
Non-disclosure.
Now,
so I'm not supposed to disclose anything. So that's why
I think they mean.
Call me Mark.
I think they mean trade secrets and stuff like that. I don't think anyone can be held back from disclosing illegal goings-on and violations. I mean, what? Just out of curiosity, what did the non-disclosure say?
If I'm being honest, I didn't really thoroughly read it. I was just eager to get in the kitchen and start making some money.
Okay.
I did see that.
Well, listen, if you're inclined, send us the non-disclosure along with everything you want to get out, and we'll look into it. 303-713-TALK. Craig says, I was talking about Colorado Springs and how, and no matter where you are, it's tough to find contractors, and that's why we started the referral list years ago. And Craig has a comment. Go ahead, Craig.
Hey, Tom. Number one, off the subject, I agree about the Dodge Ram observation. I agree with it. Anyway, in El Paso County, as so many counties in Colorado, anybody that wants to go into home improvement, home building, should get a license, and we're no different. We have a regulatory agency in Colorado Springs called Pikes Peak Regional Building Department, and its acronym is PPRBD.org.
What a terrible name for a website.
Yeah. Anyway, if you go to it, the top 1/3 has, if you go horizontally across it, it'll highlight contractors, and then you can search for the contractor that you...
And it'll show only if they're licensed. It doesn't tell you anything about them, right?
Right.
But that's a good place to start, Craig, and we do appreciate it, seriously. Ted, go ahead. He calls himself Ted. I call him Ted.
You call me anything but late for dinner,
I could stand for idiot, though, so okay, Ted, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking about all these guys. I'm driving around right now. I had to go to work only to find out that it was closed when I got there, so anyway.
Wait. You were... where?
The mall.
Oh, okay. So listen, what's the deal? Are you going to give us a weather report? What's the deal?
Yeah. It is an absolute mess out here right now, and people in SUVs are way overconfident.
Especially Dodge Rams.
Especially Dodge Rams. Although I think the guys in the Hyundais are even worse.
Oh, really?
Was that
Mark?
Well, Mark didn't even make it in because he's a chicken.
Well, no, he got in a wreck. Didn't you hear him?
No, he didn't. But by the way, I'm just kidding about being a chicken. It's terrible out there.
No, it is really nasty out here right now, and I can tell you
Where are you right now? Where are you?
I'm off of about Federal and Alameda.
What's the visibility?
Visibility right now is okay, but it's just
slushing,
slush ice, and the smell is like incredibly bad.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I got to keep going here. Hal, tell me about your house. Don't forget ApprovalReverse.com. I can't say enough good things about Joan and her team for reverse mortgages. And go ahead, Hal. What's going on?
Yeah, we've been having an issue. We had a house built a couple of years ago. We live out here in Bennett, so I just got back home through the blizzard.
And what's going on?
Well, one of our north doors keeps leaking every time it rains.
Yeah. Now this house is 2 years old?
Yep.
Brand new?
Correct.
Okay, and is this
since day one?
Okay, from day one it leaks. Now, does it leak air? Can you feel breeze?
Water.
Just
Yeah,
water.
It'll leak air, and we'll see when it rains and starts pouring down. Right now, my wife's got 3 buckets in the basement to collect up against the wall where it's been going through the joist.
I want to ask you this now, okay? Yeah. That's at the bottom of the door, right? The weather seal?
It's been leaking through the sides of the weather seals.
All right.
With the
Did you have anyone independently look at it?
No, not yet.
Okay, hold on. I'm running really late. Hal, here's what I want to do. We need to get it looked at. I mean, we could go over and over and over. They won't fix it. Is it home maintenance? Is it normal maintenance, something very easy to fix? Or is it something that needs to be fixed by them? Is it a warranty issue?
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
I'd say weather stripping.
1 minute. Closures around town with this blowing snow that's really making a mess of the
I need this. Just think of some really great examples.
Okay.
I don't want to just keep going over the same stuff.
We're also dealing with the closure both directions of I-76 from Highway.
And what should people look out for? When I say you guys I know and trust, what are some of the practices? I'll tell you one, John. There was this one guy doing reverse loans, and right at the closing table, he'd have a contractor taking the damn check because he said that you need to fix up your house. It needs to be in good condition. And he was dispersing.
Wow.
Egress 30 spot.
So he was taking the money and giving it to.
Not all of it, but yeah.
Yeah. And if it's not in if the appraiser doesn't mention anything about
Farmers
it,
Insurance, we know
there's
the
nothing
sound
that needs to be
of a hot
done.
air balloon landing.
I want to talk about that too, conditions.
Seen it? Talk to farmers. We are.
Egress windows. You may not know what they are. They are window wells to get in and out, or to get out in an emergency. Listen, these things wear out. The window wells rot sometimes from these builders putting crap. Make a long story short. Denver Egress Window rebuilds them, puts in brand new ones where you never had one, so you can use that square footage safely and legally. Or they can even dig out a basement entrance for your basement, a walkout with a patio. They can actually do that to an existing home that has a basement. They can dig down and terrace into a patio area and make it a walkout. DenverEgressWindow.com, 720-626-4221, 720-626-4221, DenverEgressWindow.com. You know, time is not that terrible here.
Family secrets on iHeartRadio.
And when the spots are really crappy, don't send them to clean up. I'll let you be the judge.
Supersonic and listen to Mario. Mario Lopez has fun, casual, in-depth conversations.
I did collect this information.
So I have podcasts and thousands more are new and waiting for you today.
This stuff will melt here pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna.
What's the temps tomorrow?
I think tomorrow's supposed to still a little cool, or tomorrow night it's supposed to be cold, then it warms up. I think 60 on Saturdays.
I was kind of hoping I was stuck with my kids. The nanny came too early to get them. I'm taking them to Florida next week.
Disneyland or
spring break? No, we're just going to go see family. We would go to Universal.
Oh, your sister lives down there, right?
Yeah, 2 of them, plus my nephews, and also my brother. But my brother, yeah, you know about my brother. Well, yeah. He's south. He's in Miami area.
Okay.
Or Miami. They're up near Daytona Beach, north of Daytona. So I don't go to see him because it's very difficult. I wish I could somehow have a relationship, but mental illness is a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing because to get the person around you want to help them, but
Join one of the
you can't even
fastest growing franchises in the country at MosquitoJoeFranchise.com.
Hi, I'm Dr.
What do you think about this college admission scam?
Oh, the big thing there is that they lied on so many things. I mean, they were giving coaches money,
prompters
for SATs and stuff. They were so really If people
Plus,
get,
they were, writing this off as a.
Do you know that one daughter that,
right,
that little,
that's the big thing. That's what's going to
do you know that one little daughter is like a floozy? Did you see what she does? Her Instagram is sponsored and she gets paid to mention things. So she does, I'm off to college. And she's like this in her room, like it's a candid shot of her, like, in college. She's on her bed with a short little skirt and like thinking about, she says, all the wonderful things I got at Prime Student, and it says at Prime Student, it's a link. I mean, it's such bullshit contrived. They milk the system every way they
So she was the daughter of one of the actresses?
Oh, that pretty actress.
Okay.
I say that pretty one. They're both
the younger one.
The one from Full House.
Oh.
That actress,
okay.
Her daughter is known online. She has a big social presence. Her name is Olivia Jade on YouTube, and she's what you call an influencer.
That's what I don't understand is who watches those things? As far as that and stuff, I mean, follow her like the Kardashians and stuff.
I know.
Who cares?
Who cares?
That's what but I guess a lot of young people do.
Is a time waster.
Right.
Tremendous relief in my life. They can do the same for you. Usually when there's a hearing loss, it's accompanied by tinnitus, which is a ringing or a humming or some kind of noise, a constant noise in your ear, and that's because your brain seeks to substitute when it doesn't have something.
And they probably won't go to jail, but they're going to get fined. And like you say, the taxes.
50 people charged. All you hear about is two poor actors. I mean, not poor.
Right.
I mean,
there's some CEOs were involved in that.
Yeah, and some coaches and all that, like you said, but it's all you hear about though are those two.
Yeah. Well, they're the most famous.
But no one's going to get jail time out of this shit.
Right. Oh, and you know how they caught him, right?
Yeah.
So the guy was collecting all the money. They made like $25 million. Apparently, they came to him because they did it, and he wore a wire.
Oh, he cooperated. That's the guy who did it. He's the most guilty.
Yes.
He's the one everyone went through.
Yes. He was the one that forced the bribes to him and everything.
So, but who turned him in?
I don't know.
That's the point. I'll bet you it's someone who wanted to get their kid in school, and they were pissed off on how much he charged.
That could be.
You know damn well.
But they said he made $25 million.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, he should be.
And then they were making payments somehow that certain people didn't have to pay tax on.
Right. Well, they thought they were donations.
Hi, Tom Martino. Some obvious things we haven't talked about that are in the news, and the weather is on top of everyone's mind. Plus, we have a lot of follow-ups. Well, we will be talking about that college admissions scam, but there's way more to that than just the lying for applications. The colleges are culpable for many, many things. Maybe they weren't complicit directly in this one, but these big, giant Ivy Leagues and big private schools, they are not necessarily what they seem to be. First of all, they're a bunch of entitled a-holes, and they don't care. This thing about diversity and all of that, that is such BS. I mean, open your eyes, folks. You know what? It takes way more to truly be progressive than just saying you are. Really. And to be conservative, and that doesn't always mean you have to think one way either. You actually can be pliable and see the logic in some sides. But these schools, they are hypocrites to begin with. And you'll find out why. We'll talk about it. I just don't want to take up a lot of time today. The other thing, this kid, we posted it on Facebook. I'm outraged. This poor little boy, oh my God, Santiago, such a sweetheart. Please look at the story on Facebook. I cannot believe Larimar Management, or Larimar, I think it's Larimar Management, is taking the stand they do. Oh my God. And this kid could be defaced for life. Oh, are they going to be punished? God willing, and I don't mean in a bad way, I mean legally. Oh, these people. So Hal has a front door that's leaking, and he wants it fixed. So Hal, that's a common, okay, there's nothing wrong with that from day one. I just want to know, have they ever even attempted to fix it?
Yeah, they've been out a few times.
Okay, what did they do?
Well, one time they just doubled up the weather strip.
That's just stupid.
Yeah, and then the next time they're supposed to put in the really good whatever high quality weather stripping, and they did take out the frame and the lower board out there and put something in, put it back in. I don't know what they were checking or something.
What about I'm thinking like resetting the whole door. That's what sounds like it needs to do.
That's what I've been thinking of. I don't know.
Like shimmed right from the beginning. If everything's done right from the beginning, then you have less error at the end. There are always, what you do. You set, you frame, you set, you then shimmy and shim. And then you tighten, and then you insulate, and then you trim again, or make up with caulking and weather stripping. But you don't do all of it at the end to make up for what was not done correctly. Other than the door,
they're for us to get a storm door now. It's
well,
like we
you know what?
but
Listen,
we got to get this fixed first.
Listen, is it a wood door to begin with? Let me ask you that.
No. What
is it? A composite? You're either going to have fiberglass. You're going to have fiberglass. You're going to have vinyl. You're going to have composite. You're going to have wood. You're going to have hollow wood.
Are these wood or are these composite?
It doesn't matter. Is it hollow or solid?
These are composite. These are composite.
Are they hollow or solid?
No, they're solid.
Okay. Listen, I think that if
we can send you some pics to the damage on
we need you need an independent expert to evaluate it and tell you exactly what's wrong with it.
Okay.
Somebody I know and trust. That's what you need. And you can pick someone from the referral list. I don't know, Daff, if we're going to pick someone just to go out and look at this one, let's think about it. Would you get a name and we'll find someone? Hal, you need someone to look at it. Listen, do you realize that we spend most of our time not correcting problems for the referral list, hardly ever for the referral list, but sending out people to inspect jobs where they found the contractor on all these other lists. They found him on Home Advisor. They found him on Team Logan. They found him on Angie's List. They found him on Nextdoor. I'm serious. Now, I'm not just saying that. That's what we do. We go out. They don't even do that. We go out and inspect other people's jobs that they found on other lists, and then we help them. We're taking up the slack for the other people. What you guys need to do is use referrallist.com from the beginning, and then hold me to it. Hold me to task. If you find someone you don't like, tell me why. Because we don't need to keep people on there. We don't. We don't need to keep them. We want them if they're good. And it's a family thing. We help each other. You hear the experts, like Joan Sullivan's here. She's an expert. We have experts from the referral list all the time. She does reverse mortgages. I wanted to ask you something, Joan. Do you have any great examples of people? I just like some examples of how people use reverse loans. I know the number one reason I would get it, even if I didn't need it. But I'm talking about examples you've come across.
Yeah, a lot of people use it to pay off their mortgage,
and not necessarily just take a bunch of money.
No,
just pay it off.
Their mortgage.
Just to have what?
Yeah, to have a better quality of life.
And the comfort of they don't have to pay. They don't have to make a payment.
That's right. So they can live there for as long as they want or as long as they're able.
What percentage of the time do you feel? I know you don't have hard stats. When the estate sells the house, or they move, the people move before they die, of course. What percentage do they have money left over above and beyond the loan balance?
Depends on the part of the country.
I understand, but let's say in Colorado. What do you think, roughly?
Probably 85% to 90%.
Have money left over.
Money left over.
It doesn't eat up everything.
Yeah, doesn't eat up everything.
And of course, you'll never be responsible for more than the home.
Then the house can sell. Yeah.
So the estate simply walks away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We have more coming right up.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW. An iHeartRadio station. Ross Kaminsky mornings, Dan Catless afternoons at 4. KHOW.
Yeah, we show them an amortization schedule, and if the house appreciates at 4% a year with the loan to value that it is now, there's going to be.
I always go over this with you. I always forget. I don't care how you arrive at it. What's the most somebody can get in dollar amounts, gross dollars. I don't mean percentage. I mean like 600,000, 800,000, 9. I mean, I don't care about age. Whatever age needs to be, whatever.
Yeah, so age plays into it.
I know, but I'm not asking about. I'm asking the number. What's the most by number that allowable?
So okay, so if we're looking at now, it's the
there must be a limit.
7. If we're looking at again, it depends on the age and.
No, I'm not talking about that though. There must be a limit. They're not going to give out $10 million. So what's the limit number?
So the limit on what the house, the value would be 729,000.
Okay, so
then they back off.
I know
that.
That means so. In other words, the house. If it appraises for more than 729,
that's not even taking.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it. So then the loan amount, of course, takes all
percentage less of that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the most percentage loan to value?
So the most would be about 62% now. And you'd have to be in your late 80s to get that.
So 62%. And the value is how much?
So the
729, the most. Okay, maximum value.
Yeah.
This is good to know.
One of the things I want to send you, and I can send it through Mark too, is one of our lenders has been putting together a program just showing having the line of credit in place, what a difference that can make to somebody's portfolio.
I think I should do that, just to keep myself from getting sued.
Yeah, I'll send it to.
No, I'm serious. Yeah. My condo's 1.7. I mean, it's like that's a free and clear asset.
Yeah, and it's
although
fair game.
It's not going to help me though, because I don't think it'll be enough. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because 729 is the most.
But they look at it's 1.5 times that. That's what's going to show up on the deed that gets recorded. Yeah. So it's 1.5 times.
And it may not be worth going after.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Beetle. Quick poop. Drone. Seen it? Covered. Talk to farmers. We are armored.
Addiction is something we hear a lot about in the news, especially with Vicodin and those narcotics, they prescription drugs, painkillers. They're not all Vicodin. Now, here's the deal. I'll bet you everyone knows someone affected by addiction. And that's why the Raleigh House has this number. For anyone affected by addiction at all, not just the direct addict, but anyone can ask questions. 720-730-9722. Any questions you want. How much does it cost, like all over, for different programs? Are there any free programs? How do they work? What does insurance pay for? What is addiction treatment, and how do they vary? What's in the area of addiction treatment? They'll just listen. They'll answer anything. They want you to be smart. They want you to be informed. They want you to be comforted because they do care, and they'll give you accurate information. It's the Raleigh House, of course, theRaleighHouse.com, 720-730-9722, 720-730-9722.
Kids are giving their parents the business when it comes to cereal.
In advertising, there is such thing as oversaturation, and people roll their eyes and tune out. And that's what you get with a lot of these jingles and stuff you hear. We just totally discount it. Yeah. Our minds say that's not important. I've heard it a million times.
Yeah, because that one is one that's been.
That's right. Yeah. I bet you don't even know what it's about.
Grainberry. I don't know.
No, what is it? That's
right.
I know.
I do the farmers one.
Yeah.
To me, it's the farmers one is effective because all they want to do is get through your mind. Farmers covers everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they have these bizarre things that have happened to people. Yeah, and they're different. They change them up. So it's not the same.
I think it's a smart campaign, but I mean, whether I like the company or not, it's a smart campaign.
It's got a nice little jingle. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Very smart. Look, they spend millions of dollars with people to get.
Good guy to call if you're in trouble. I hope you're never in trouble. I hope you don't need him. But
cranberry is breakfast cereal? Is that what is it?
I think it is cranberry. Yeah.
No, it's
cranberry.
Not.
It's not.
What is it?
I doubt it. I mean, do you really think they'd be advertising?
I don't know. When you say that, you're right. A lot of it just kind of goes in and out.
Your mind said din. disregard.
Yeah.
Just like road noise.
Yeah.
Do you realize if we didn't have that sensory gating, it's called? Sensory gating is one of the
It's a
most...
cereal, yeah.
Huh?
Cranberry cereal, sorry.
Come on, it is not.
Yeah.
They're advertising a cereal.
Antioxidant, I mean, there's all kinds of different things. Supports digestive wellness. Pre and probiotics.
I was amazed that I could start having real.
An emergency. They're
Full
going
of
to
sugar.
Damn it, they're going to ground them. Okay, I wonder if that'll
The
affect...
737s are going ground. It's going to affect you, absolutely. Your Frontier?
Mhm. That's all they have.
It's the Max 8. That was what they're... So they
And
might...
They're doing both.
Oh, okay, but those are the newer ones, Max 8 and 9. So the older ones,
How new are they? I don't know. Do you remember the Whisper Jet? They used to call it an Eastern. That was their trademark. But it was really, or I don't know if it was an actual trademark, but it was their trade name. They gave it the Whisper Jet. It was the 727. And it had the engines on the back for the three on the back, one here, one each side. It was called the Whisper Jet.
Just
Good marketing.
The good-looking one on just taken into FBI custody.
Well, that was yesterday or the day before. I mean,
Oh, was
that's
it?
old news, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're let go right away. Jesus.
He does the bathroom treat when you do the kitchen. The point is, he charges for fabrication.
Joan, do you have children?
No, no kids.
If you roughly know what kind of
It'll be Wednesday today.
I almost didn't have it.
Today is Wednesday.
But why? But I.
Taken by the FBI Wednesday in Los
Well,
Angeles.
why though? I wonder. Because first of all, don't you get to self-surrender anyway? And then, did they go
Well, she
get
was,
her? What
yeah,
did it
they're
actually
talking
say?
about her
now?
self-surrendering, but
Was taken into custody by the FBI Wednesday in Los Angeles after she and fellow movie star Felissa Huffman 40 hours of charge. Yeah.
Then you can hear a Fox News update on the hour.
She's supposed to appear in federal court today.
If Denver's talking about it, you'll hear it on 6:30.
Huffman got 250,000, I think. Yeah. I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. You can always find me at 303 Martino. It's that easy, 303 Martino. And you can find me at referralist.com, troubleshooter.com, or tommartino.com. Now, why? I just see line 7 says Carlos, nothing else.
I'm finishing typing it up, but
you want to just tell me?
Actually, yeah, I got the recovery hotline on the air right now, and they're willing to talk to you and give kind of their side of the story for line 1.
Can you tell me what this is? Rose, you have a problem with a line, a hotline, or what?
Yeah, I keep calling this hotline.
What is it? What is this hotline for, Rose?
Substance abuse.
For substance, okay, because I give out a number. It's not a hotline. I give out an informational number that people can call the Raleigh House to get information. It's not to call and say, so and so has a crisis or I need help now. It's just an information line. So the one you're calling, what is it called?
They won't tell me.
Well, okay, Rose. How did you call it?
I just called Google and said crisis hotline.
Okay, and so you went to Google and you put in crisis hotline, and then you found what? This number?
Yes, 1-866-624-0806. But they won't give me any information.
Okay, so wait a minute. It's 866-624-0806. 0806. Okay, so what do you mean they won't give you any information? Why did you call to begin with?
Because I have a family member that needs assistance.
Okay.
But they won't give me any information until I give them the insurance information.
Well, maybe, okay, listen. If this is an aggregator, that means they dole out leads. And I want to say this up front. I don't care. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's marketing. So maybe what they do is advertise all over. We'll ask them, but maybe they advertise all over, and then when you call in from wherever you call, they find providers close to you. And it's logical to want to know if you have coverage, because some providers won't take you if you don't have coverage because it's too expensive. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're not asking for payment, are they, Rose?
Yes.
Oh, they are. How much are they so you're telling me when you call, they give no information unless you pay them?
Correct.
How much do you have to pay them?
Insurance information.
No, I didn't say that. You're telling me they charge you, so they're going to put a bill into your insurance for just the phone call?
Yes.
How do you know that, Rose?
Because they will not give you any information.
Rose, how do you know they're going to charge you for information on the phone call?
Mr. Martino, how do you know I'm not charging you for this phone call?
Okay, bye. I'm not going to mess with her. I'm just not going to mess. But let me talk to Carlos since he's on. Carlos, are you with the recovery hotline?
Hey.
Hey, are you with the hotline?
Yes, what I am is...
How does it work, Carlos?
Well, what we are, sir, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
I got a call from the individual who was basically screening before this radio commercial.
This is a help
that was calling in for treatment.
Ho. Can I just... Okay. Time out. You let me know when Carlos can listen for just 1 minute. I want to make sure he knows exactly what's going on. Okay? Let me know if he's ready. Okay. Carlos, I'm going to let you have your say, but I need to make it very clear. This is not a commercial. This is a live radio show where people call in with issues. They need help, or they want information, or they need, whatever. It's a consumer show. So what I want to do is I need to give you more time. I simply want to know how it operates. I don't believe her, but maybe she's right. She says when you call up, you're immediately charged or they won't talk to you. So hold on. And Carlos, I promise you, we'll lay it out for you, okay? Because it's only fair that you tell us how it truly operates.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
I really don't like Farmers. Oh, they're sponsoring the traffic report, but it sounds like they're sponsoring me.
Your show, yeah.
But you have many of those that happens.
They buy so much that iHeart, they trump. I can't tell iHeart what to.
Sure, right. But people don't realize that, though.
No, I know. But if they listen, they're really sponsoring the traffic report.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I got done, it says sponsored by Farmers.
Yeah, it did.
Listen, I actually don't have a problem with Farmers and State Farm as far as insurance, except that they're captive and they're too expensive in most cases. Okay, they're not dishonest. I don't like Allstate. I think they borderline on being nasty. And Fred Loy, I don't like.
Fred Loy is terrible.
Okay, of all of my sponsors, all of them, who is the best person I know? Well, this is not fair. Joan Sullivan's sitting right here. But I'm going to say Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, as a person, all around business and personal, just because he's my buddy. Frank Duran will never steer you wrong. He's the best of the best of the best. How do you get better than the best of the best of the best? If you're buying or selling real estate, and I'll tell you, you will think you're his only customer. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. Do you realize he had a showing for something I'm selling today? Yeah, in this. He just overserves. He really does. You'll love him. You just won't find anybody better. You know what? And nobody a lot of people don't like advertising with me when it comes to real estate because I say this. Now, there'll be other good people. There will be. Frank Duran is simply the best. 303-920-1622. You can't dispute this. You can't dispute this about Frank Duran.
Oh, such a nice guy.
He really is.
Oh, my God. I mean, he just... how do you... You're so attentive.
And voted overwhelmingly against Proposition 112 by hundreds of thousands of votes. We voted to protect funding for schools, protect jobs, and protect our way of life. But a handful of politicians didn't like that result and think they know better. So now they're trying to ignore our votes, our communities, and our voice, and pass a law in the middle of the night to shut down energy production across Colorado. But we won't be fooled. Call your legislator and tell them to stop SB 181. 303-866-2904. Stop SB 181. Paid for by the Colorado Petroleum Council, a division of API.
This is the most unbelievable offer I've ever heard from a transmission shop. Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair will tear down and open up your transmission free to diagnose your problem. Yes, free. The best standing offer in the business. If you decide it's too much to repair, no problem. If you want to take it somewhere else, no problem. You still
What is SB 181 in Colorado?
It's a bill where they want to restrict oil and gas.
Restrict.
Yeah.
781-9858.
I think they leave it up to the cities. But the thing about it, you know, that one.
It's another shot at 112, really.
Yes, exactly.
Isn't it just reworded?
That's exactly. I'm sure there's a little bit different, but you're right. Here they voted on it here, and now because the Democrats are taking over, they want to
do it again.
Not a vote though. It's just a vote within the.
No, it's a proposition. It's
Yeah,
a
not
bill.
for the voters.
It's a Senate bill. It's a bill.
It's a bill.
It's a bill.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it's not a problem.
Right.
But then how can we defeat it? We have to go to our representatives.
That's right.
But they're going to go along with the majority, with their party.
That's what it looks like. And it'll get signed. And think about
That's
it.
what you ask. Does a representative represent his constituency or his party?
Yeah.
I've always said this. Party trumps everything. Religion, morals, ethics, everything.
Well-
you're first loyal to your party.
Now it is because they're so mad. I think there's more of the Trump derangement syndrome. I really do.
But it really does. I mean, you can be a black woman and you can be on the Supreme Court, but if you're liberal, it doesn't matter. I mean, it trumps race, it trumps everything. I'm telling you, they don't care. I mean, you're not acceptable. You know, like Condoleezza Rice is not as acceptable as someone else who would be.
As Michelle Obama.
Yeah, because of politics and party.
But Polis was against that proposition on the oil bill, and said it right up front. And now he says, "I'll sign this." I mean, I mean, why?
Hi, Tom Martino here. I urge you to look at Facebook and read the story about Santiago, and then we'll talk about it. We're also going to talk about the college admission scam, all of that coming up this week. Okay, let's talk. People are asking Daphne with road reports that are calling you in weather reports. They're saying, please turn on lights, right?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people don't have their lights on. They're not stopping at stop signs and stoplights.
I also found another phenomenon that I find amazing. Wipers. It's amazing how many people do not use wipers or try to wait to the... It's almost like a competition. Nope, I'm not using them. I'm not.
Save the electricity.
No, I don't know what it is, Dan. I see people, I swear to you. Now, Mark was going to give us an update.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want to hold
Major
on.
Mark?
I don't think he uses his windshield wipers.
No, I wanted to go to Major Mark Major for a weather report. Seriously. I want to know what's happening down there, but it's okay. Now, Joe, quickly, not quickly, go ahead, sir. We're going to be done at the top of the hour, but what's happening? Where's the other guy, too? Did he hang up? I mean, I was going to give him, this recovery hotline, a chance to chime in.
Yes, he did hang up.
Damn! I wanted to find out. I know why they collect insurance information, because they don't want to bother with you if you don't have coverage. But I don't think they would charge for a call. But here's the deal. If they do want to charge, hang up on them.
Actually, I spoke to him, and he said I would never hang up on someone, and he was happy to come on and say that. He said we direct them to what is best for them. After listening to her, Tom, I don't think she was.
No.
Maybe she's the one who needed the help. I don't know.
Okay, Joe, a title issue. What's happening? I can help out with. Joe.
Yeah, how you doing?
What's going on, Joe?
Okay. I appreciate your service, Mr. Martino. Well, I had a tile job done.
Hold on. You're talking about tile as in setting tile? Okay, Daphne said it was title. She misunderstood.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We can take this slowly and get
I really appreciate you very much, and I'm thinking to do business.
All right, so tell me what's going on. You had a tile job done?
Yeah, I had a tile job done. It was 75 square feet.
Okay. Is it bad?
I'm sorry, sir?
Is it bad?
No, it's not bad. The job looks pretty good, but the guy wants $1,800 on 75 square feet, you know.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't you find out? Whoa. Didn't you find out how much it was before he did it?
No, I told him I give him, but he wanted 8. I told him I give him 10.
No, hold on.
Square feet.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
So he said in the beginning when you hired him, did you have a contract, Joe?
No, sir, I didn't.
Okay. And you said, I'll give you how much per square feet?
He wanted 8. I told him I give him 10 because I was kind of desperate. I needed
for each square foot. Okay, so then it should be $750. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he's charging how much?
$1,800.
Well, here's the problem here. How do we know? I mean, you don't have a contract. How did he justify $1,800?
I don't know. It was a 3-day job, he says, but he messed around like a month. He didn't do it.
Listen.
It took a month for him to do. I don't know. I'll just ask your opinion. What do you think?
Here's my opinion. You got a problem because you don't have a contract. However, that doesn't mean he can just charge you anything he wants. But here's the deal, man. He's going to put probably a lien on your house or something. Didn't you bother asking? Well, okay, did you say to him, wait a minute, I thought it was supposed to be $10 a foot. What does he say to that? Instead, it turns out to be $24 a foot. So
yeah.
What does he say about that? Did you ask him directly, why is it more than $10 a foot?
I did. He said that he did a good job.
Because he did a good job.
Well, he did an excellent job. It took him a month to do 75 square feet. And that's what he's saying.
Did he have to tear out? Did he have to tear out?
He had to tear out a little bit, not much.
What did he tear out?
The tile wall, falling. Most of them was falling. They fell down because he had to tear out the.
This is not floor. Is this a wall?
The walls and the floor, sir.
And where is it? In a bathroom?
Yeah, and not a full bath. I have a bath.
But is it in the shower or in the room?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, in the shower. Sir.
And did he have to put up backer board?
Yes, sir, he did.
Oh, man. Okay. So he put up the green backer board?
Yes, sir.
So that's different, man. You're talking about he built a shower. Right?
I'm 75 years old. I don't know much about it. I try to manage it.
Okay, Joe, I understand. You don't have any friends or relatives close to you?
I do, but they're not, I mean, I own that property and I manage it. I have family that manage it, and they're in Florida.
All right, I'll help you. Listen, I'll help you. Here's what we need to do.
And I'm a cancer survivor, and he threatened me.
Okay, Joe.
It really upsets me.
No, don't worry about it, Joe. We'll listen to what we're going to do. Is this your cell phone you're calling on?
Yes, sir. Someone's going to run out.
Okay, you know how to use the camera, right? Do you know how to send pictures?
I don't know the camera, but I can if somebody will.
Hold on. Daff, where are you located?
Well, the property is located at 4636.
No, don't give me the exact address. Is it Denver, Aurora? Where is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Wheatridge.
Wheatridge. Okay, hold on. Daphne, somehow, some way, maybe using one of our deputies on the road, people call in all the time that want to help us. Of course, we don't just send anyone, but let's get a photograph of the shower, and let's get some estimates on what it would cost. I mean, the guy is elderly, and he had the job done already. Cynthia, quickly, where is your weather update? Where are you?
Castle Rock.
How bad is it?
It's pretty bad. The drive down, I came from the tech center.
Yeah.
It's slushy and horrible. But it's not, I didn't think it was that bad. But, man, let me tell you, when the wind blows, it is white out.
Visibility's bad. Thank you. ApprovalReverse.com. Don't forget about ApprovalReverse.com, 303-771-3528. And save all your problems for me. When looking for floor coverings, there's only one choice for convenience.
The Facebook still won't come up. I don't know. It's got to be a Facebook thing.
Man, this post is killing.
Look at that out there. It is white out.
This post is killing.
Oh, with Santiago?
It was killing.
It's so sad.
He really is messed up.
And I would like to meet the lady. And they say she's so sweet. And all she wanted was her deposit.